Hey guys, Shop Talk podcast.
I'm a zero pro guy.
I did it, yeah. I ran a marathon.
You only crank screw?
Am I the town hero?
3 laps of that are just. Hey guys, Shop Talk podcast here, episode 75. Brody, 75.
We're close.
That's like 3/4.
It is exactly 3/4, 3/4.
Welcome back.
Got Gunny Jack Stand, Brody Bolt, Eli LT Gray. No, I came up with
Kyle Cougar.
I came up with another one.
Kyle
Cougar. Why is it always me?
Well, because I was like, the first one was so good that Eli LT Gray. I mean, fits you, but your name's not Eli. And then Kyle Cougar is like, it could be better.
Makes you sound like an old woman. Kyle Cougar.
Yeah.
What
Sounds hot.
What does Kyle talk about the most on this show? Kyle Carburetor. Kyle Carburetor Grover.
Yeah. That's good.
So that was the third one.
Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, let us know.
Doing some ASMR over there? What the hell are you doing? Gonna turn you up.
So episode 75. We're back in Brody's garage here.
Yes.
Been about a month. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks to Gabe Bunky, the whole Bunky crew, for letting us come up to Roseau last week. Really good episode. Gotten a lot of good feedback on people saying that's their favorite episode so far. It's either between that or the Brian Deardo one, they're saying. At least the messages I've got, Brody. I don't know about on your end.
I haven't got any.
Oh.
When are we going to get Brian back in here?
I don't know. We could ask him anytime, kind of.
Be funny if we did Brian right before Brady.
But no, I'd like to shout out Bunky, their crew, their whole crew. And
You have the Bunky racing shirt on right now.
I did. I threw it on.
Got some bush lights from him.
Got some bush lights and a freaking Bloody Mary. The service was great. They fed us. It was awesome.
So yeah, we recorded that Sunday morning, 9:30. Mm-hmm. Kyle was hurting a little bit. Gave you a healer bush light.
A nipper, yeah.
Turned
Little
into
hair of the dog.
Turned into 2 or 3. And then Brody, you got a Bloody Mary. Mm-hmm. So I thought we were kind of on a time. We had a time frame of kind of what we were shooting for.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we kind of had to be done by a certain time. At least the first text messages were like that. And then so we finished, and then we still stood around and BS'd for about another hour.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was pretty good.
That one easily could have been 3 hours.
Yeah.
If we would have just kept going because I had a few more things that I had in my mind that I hadn't written down, but
We tried to go to Earl's Drive-In.
Yep.
Packed.
Packed full.
Absolutely
Tried to go to
packed.
Dairy Queen after that. Packed.
Yep.
So we settled for Senex.
Yep.
Roseau was busy.
What is going on in Roseau?
I don't know.
It's Sunday.
Sunday, people just hanging out.
I guess so.
Roseau's a nice town.
Yeah, we were trying to find Brody a girlfriend in Roseau.
Cute chicks in Roseau, it seemed like. Everywhere we went, there's just cute chicks. It's like, what is going on in Roseau? Am I going to move here? We're moving the studio.
You devious dog.
Oh boy. So yeah, it was a good episode 74.
Yes.
Shout out Woody's Traction Products. Use Shop Talk 10, save yourself 10% off and free shipping. Kyle, your favorite Woody's product on your new Polaris?
10-inch round bar.
Yeah.
Talked about it before.
Yeah. What about on the ZRT 600?
I don't know. The 7mm aluminum backers.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're not as thick as the stud boy ones.
Yeah. Are you a round backer guy or a square backer?
Square. I did like them stud boy ones though.
Well, we're sponsored by Woody's, so
You can't even say that.
yeah, Woody's are the best. So we should have we'll have VS3 calling in here in like 45 minutes or so. Get his story.
We're gonna make it 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a few topics here. Shout out VS3 Suspension. Brody, tell us what VS3 Suspension is about.
He'll do it.
It's good.
I don't have the read. I don't know. He does suspension and forks and floats and
Forks and floats.
No, he does not do floats.
Kyle Carburetor does floats.
Forks and
shocks.
forts.
Is fort's a word that's in there?
Shout out Vince Vance, like VS3 Suspension. It's dirt bike season. Send Vince your forks and your shock on your dirt bike. He's got 15 years of professional winning experience with dirt bikes. AA hair scramble guy he was.
And
Kyle.
he's married now.
He is married. So now there's a Mr. and Mrs. VS3. So find VS3 on Facebook, VS3 Suspension. Shout out Vince. We appreciate it. So the big news. Okay, Brody.
Is there news?
There's news. It's kind of been
Is there news?
not a chock full news week, Kyle.
Yeah. Never made it as a wise man.
News?
Brody's got his player shirt on.
Wonder why.
Couldn't cut it as a poor man.
Hold on. We're going to get copyrighted. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're so close to Chad Koger. We're going to get copyrighted.
Yeah.
So, Kyle, me and Kyle are going to be teammates.
Yep.
Yeah. Ain't that sweet?
Yeah, didn't you break the news on Facebook or
Yeah,
something?
we broke the news on Friday on Facebook.
I haven't even seen the post. I haven't been on social media.
What have you been
besides Instagram Reels.
Ooh.
Bigfoot AI.
Yes. Those are the best.
Those, yeah, they are good.
Yeah.
They're all over TikTok, bro.
What do you think of the Polaris so far?
So,
Pretty simple, ain't it? It's done right.
I haven't got to work on it yet. So I wouldn't. We'll have to tear it
You
apart.
don't even need to work on them.
Hopefully not. Hopefully. So this has been in the works for, I don't know, ever since Pine Lake. Kind of got the wheels turning, seeing how fast these 2025 Polarises have been. And then that was the uncertainty future of Arctic Cat, not knowing what Arctic Cat was going to go on with. So we kind of got the ball rolling of just thinking about what we were going to do coming next year because we knew we were going to need a new sled of sorts. So been just kind of talking with Pepple and Hatine all winter. And so yeah, ended up going and buying Evan Pepple's backup cross-country sled that he never used. So he was going to use it at Ironwood, but it wasn't worth it to wreck it. And he wrecked a lot of stuff at Ironwood.
We know that, yeah.
So yeah, Evan gave me a really good deal on this sled. It's got 150 miles on it. So basically brand new 2025. Him and Mechanic of the Year, Dawson Deason.
Champ.
Yep. Defending mechanic champ.
Yeah.
Yeah. They put in the fresh updated pistons.
Yeah.
Right from brand new. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
So the feedback on Facebook was about 50-50 of what I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. Some people bummed that we were leaving Arctic Cat. Some people stoked to see us on something different. I mean, Kyle, how do you explain it? That it just there's no hiding it of just that
They're faster.
they were just the sled of the field. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, we talked about it in the results of they almost swept pro class, almost swept semi-pro classes for the whole year. And I guess it's hard. The results are a little skewed that it's just been ice races.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one there.
That they've got this top speed and it's just been ice races. So like you haven't gotten a Park Rapids in the woods for Herf to do what he does in the woods or a rough 500 or a rough war road to let Herf and Paul Brown and those guys battle it out on this catalyst to see what they are in the rough in the ditch. So it's kind of just been interesting dynamic.
Are you going to do the 500?
Me? No.
Yeah.
Can
we do it on classic sleds one day?
If we get some sponsorship backing, we'll do it.
Yeah.
That's what it's dependent on.
I don't know if I'd do it competitively, I'd probably do
in
it
semi-pro again?
I don't know if I was going to do it, I'd probably just run pro. But I'd probably more than likely would rather run a classic sled in the 500.
Yeah.
Keep it fun.
Yeah.
Keep it fun.
Yeah.
We keep it G-rated.
What's G-rated?
Everybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good
Isn't
time.
that E? E for everybody?
That's EA Sports.
Copyright. Bleep that. You said it too good. But yeah, it'd be fun to do the 500 on classic sleds.
Yeah.
Brody, you got to do it too then.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, and then we'll get Ben Yort and Tomcat Yort, and then
Glenn?
Glenn will do it.
Yeah.
Colin will do it. God, this is going to be fun.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
We'll just ride as a pack the
Just
whole time.
Oh,
Just a crew. That would be funny. That would be funny.
We'll stop, and then we'll, like, pick one approach and see who can go the farthest on it.
Jesus Christ.
That would be fun. Just like those, like, you see a group of ditch bangers, and we'll wear mohawks on our helmet.
Oh,
and
gosh.
everything. That would be pimp.
No.
Monster stickers everywhere. On a clapped out fire cat with 10-inch bar riser.
Yeah.
Would be pimp.
Could get away with it, I'd say.
Yeah, we'll just do it.
Oh, VS3.
We're not doing it.
So,
I'm not doing it. Anyway.
So one thing I wanted to touch on with the Artie Cat switching is that there's a few takes of like following the money and like loyalty and stuff.
Isn't that the point?
Well, the thing of it is that it's like, what money? Where's this money that we're following? It's maybe the pursuit of trying to make money, to better yourself, to make money, but like nobody's really giving out money. So we could have gone a couple different ways here of buying Evan's sled, $10,000 plus, having to buy a new Artie Cat, $10,000 plus. Mm-hmm. Okay. And which is going to give you the best chance of winning. Okay. Because to race is not cheap. Mm-hmm. Kyle, 400. People probably don't know. Race pro entry fees, $400
Per class.
per class.
And
So if we're racing pro open, pro stock, that's $800 for the weekend. Mm-hmm. $800, Brody.
Mm-hmm.
And the
It's
Polaris is used gas. Gas is expensive too.
I had that too. It's like, oh, now you're going to have to buy race gas. It's like, well, if we were going to run an Artie Cat to try to compete to squeeze as much out of it as you can, you're going to have to run race gas in that thing too.
Yeah.
So if you think of $800 entry fees, you got brake pads, $100, belts, $100, high facts, $100.
What skewed you away from the Skidoo route?
I did the Skidoo route in 2015. Mm-hmm. Not happy. 2015, they were still on. 2014 was the year the Dorn brothers were on the Skidoo snowcross sleds, the RSs,
Yeah.
and they actually did really good. Like that was what intrigued us about it, because Dylan and Dustin both did pretty good on those RSs because they were good. So then, but 2015 was the year they switched into wanting to run the ISR legal trail sleds. Mm-hmm. So Skidoo give us that 2015 XRS 600 in a 121. Okay. And then what the heck? Friday, I put like 900 miles on this thing before Pine Lake. The Friday before Pine Lake, Tom Lawrence was radar gunning us, and mine was like the fastest he had on the gun at 103, 104.
Yeah.
Which is funny to look back on now,
Yeah.
that 103, 104 was fast.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it's like, hell yeah, because we left ours like pretty much stock, and a lot of other people were changing stuff, pulling the electric start off and whatnot. We left all that on there. And then come Saturday, make like 2 laps, and the thing just drops RPMs. Just like the flip of a switch, just down 300-400 RPMs. Here, come to like try some more stuff. They send us a box of belts. Here, try these. It's like, there's obviously an issue. You don't know what belt to run on this thing. And then we were told, put a new belt on for every race.
Yeah. And how much does that add up?
Yeah.
$200 a piece.
I think whatever our deal was at that time, $100 a piece or
But
something.
even on the, like, talking about adding costs up, a new belt, like every race, $200.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you're well over $1,000 every weekend.
Yeah. And then we went to Grafton, put a brand new belt on for the parade lap. It was like a 20-mile lap. We put a brand new belt on for parade lap. 10 miles into the first lap, blew that belt. Motor mounts were good. Like it was just, I think it was those clutch sheaves were getting so hot because like Brian and Shu had talked about that shooting Jesse's clutches this year at one of the races, and they shot the sheave and it was like 280 degrees.
You can fry an egg on there
with the heat gun.
Yeah,
and they were looking at the belt or something, and Shu grabbed it with no gloves on. It's like, holy shit, can't even touch the belt. But then what really got us was halfway through the year, they came out with the Iron Dog edition. That was a 129 and had all the braces and beefed up parts on it already. So then that really, my dad didn't like that because he's like, why didn't you sell that sled to us that we could have bought early on in the season? So that the Skidoo year did not last very long. So no, the Skidoo was never really an option.
We talked about it.
No, maybe if there was like a CBR, somewhat of a deal of here's a sled to save yourself some money, then maybe it'd be an option. But no, but like the money aspect of it, that you're racing to, Kyle, I don't know why do you race?
Why do I?
Yeah, why do you race?
12-year-old me wanted to do it.
Like, do you race because there's a chance to make money at it? No?
No. 12-year-old me thought it was cool. You know, little kid me.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, it's all for me. Just I'm passionate about it.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm passionate about it to a certain extent but it gets to be so expensive to a certain extent to where I don't have the passion that these sport guys do to go spend $500-600 a weekend for no payback.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Right? So we go to the races, Brody, to make money. It's almost a gambling side hustle.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That if there was no opportunity to make your entry fee back at least, then why would you? Yeah. We're not going to do it.
No.
We'll just go trail riding. Be way cheaper. So, yeah, that's where people said, like, following the money. And I just didn't like that because it was kind of skewed. It's like, well, that's the point.
I'm passionate about it. I love it.
I like making money to be able to afford to go to the next race. That's what I look at.
I don't know. I don't even really like racing, bro. I don't know. I'm the historian here, you know.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we know that.
Yeah. Like I like that a lot, you know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I like racing and stuff like that. Getting pretty good at it, but it's like, yeah, what the hell is it for? What's it all for? You know?
I don't know. I guess I think of it as that we've made it to a level where there's an opportunity to at least make some money. Like we've gone into the last 2 years making $8,000 at Pine Lake the last 2, 3, the 4 years. Boy, I technically didn't win the whole money when we won the 440 race, but that weekend it was like $19,000.
Yeah.
So you start showing up and you don't make any money every weekend. You start shelling out $400 for a pro stock or $800 to run both of them. You run out of money quick, no matter how many sponsors you have.
Yeah.
Where was I going with that?
I have no idea. But I guess you could say like Polaris are winning.
Yes.
Racing is about winning.
Yep.
Like that's how I look at it. If I'm going to Pine Lake, it's like I'm going to win Classics class. Like that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And show up to make friends. You show up, win this.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And so wait around and you buy a new Arctic Cat. We already know what's the fastest sled out there. You take a chance on the Arctic Cat or go with the fastest sled out there to actually compete with the other fast guys.
Yeah. And that's
why not do that?
That's why we've been on the Arctic Cat 4-stroke for the last 8 years, is because we just knew it gave us a slight advantage on top speed,
and it no longer does. No. So what's the point of running it?
So there is a timeline where we don't race Arctic Cats at all. If you go back in time to where 2015, the Skidoo year, going to 2016, we bought that Yamaha Nitro. And then, so 2016, we get second at Pine Lake in semi-pro. We go race the Sioux with Rewadena. Okay. And then what we're hoping for, the 2016 me, is like, oh man, 2017, we're going to be Team Yamaha.
Yep.
Team
Yamaha. Blue all the way.
How cool would that have been?
That would have been awesome.
On an all blue Viper like they had. Those things are so cool.
What's Glenn going to do?
Dad, he put in a Arctic application.
Okay.
So he'll continue to run his 2025 Catalyst. So in Masters 50. So yeah, there is a timeline to where we never even got on we never even got on Arctic Cat. Where if Yamaha would have stayed in, we would have stayed Yamaha from 17 till who knows when.
Till now.
Yeah, running the Viper.
Yeah.
Because that's essentially what we kind of were running, except with cat clutches and cat support. So yeah, with I don't know, it was a tough decision. It was a lot of
Thinking
about it.
Yes.
I don't know how many conversations me and Dad had about it. I asked a lot of opinions of people that I respect their opinions of Brian Deerdahl. I talked to Wes Selby. I like VS3's opinion. Talked to Vince about it quite a bit.
He told you to ride a Yamaha?
Yeah.
Buy another Nitro.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I wonder if we could build an Apex for open class.
No, you can't build that 4-cylinder. You can't use that 4-cylinder anymore.
If only you could.
Damn
Son
it.
of a bitch.
That would be fun.
That would be so wild.
Bought all them snow weeks, and I've been looking at the Troy Pierce sled,
Yeah.
back in the day. I was like, that would be pretty sweet.
When we get Brady Deerdahl on here at 77, that's his number. He told me that a few months ago. He's like, I'll do 77. That was like 20 episodes from when he had said that. It's like, okay. But he had some pretty good finishes on that Yamaha with Gens and so. But yeah, Brody, I don't know what else do I have to say about switching? I don't know.
You want to compete? You had all the speed out of that Arctic Cat you could find.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get that thing any faster, and the other sleds are faster. So what do you do to compete? You
If you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially. And I've had people, it'll be boring if everybody's on the same sled. It's like, well, it's pretty boring when you don't have.
You're sitting there in fifth place.
Yeah, it's pretty boring when all the top guys are riding Arctic Cats and everyone else. Polaris is, and everyone else is not even in the competition. It's not even a race at that point.
Yeah, because what I send you guys that screenshot, that Evan beat us at Nadawash by like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah, that's fun to
Started
watch.
at the same exact time.
Yeah, and that's fun to watch.
Yeah. So like going into this 2026 year now. So I asked Evan and Alex this, that it will be Evan and Alex the teen will be helping me. So per se. So I'll be kind of under their wing, I would say, maybe a little bit off to the side.
You're right here.
With their help. Yeah. Oh, and then what did also Bobby Minnie, he said he'd help me too. And Bobby had a fast freaking sled at Pine Lake. Evan said to tell people if they want to buy snowmobiles that he still has 2 for sale, a 24 and a 25. So if you too want to join Polaris, Evan Peppel has a 24 and a 25 for sale. And then Alex said he'll help me as long as I don't beat him.
Oh. Was that the point?
I told him, I said, just let me win one Pine Lake and then I'll retire and I'll help you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know, Brody.
I don't know why you keep asking me.
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
I'm the youngest one here. I have the least race experience here. I know the least about mechanical issues. Like, I don't know why you keep asking me.
I don't know. Kyle, they built the sled of the
decade.
I don't think there's been one that's been that dominant from maybe Herf and Simons on a 2013 Procross.
Yeah. Even like
2013, 2014, Herf and Simons on that sled.
even like the 98 XCR 440, the Red Rocket.
Yeah.
They said that was a dominant sled, but it still didn't have the results that this one did.
Yeah.
So this one's going to be legendary. So save it. Don't ever sell it because you might get $70,000 for it one day.
That means I have to just disassemble it as it is right now, and because the odometer says 0.1 on it. So I could disassemble it and be like, it's just got 6 hours of idle time on it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to say.
I don't know either.
So you can't beat him,
I'm so
Jordan.
disgusted with you. I don't even know what to say.
I can't believe you switched.
Well, no, I appreciate everybody that was the good and the bad, because the good people are stoked to see us do something different,
and the bad gets you revved up a little bit.
A little bit, but then they're still supportive of, like, oh man, it was cool to see you on a green sled. That they were a fan of that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We've raced every brand since. So
no, and what do you really want to do? You want to win Pine Lake, or do you want to win Pine Lake on Artie Cat? Like,
well, I tried to 4 times.
Exactly. So like, you still want to win Pine Lake. What are you doing in my fridge?
He's trying to. Kyle's.
All your premiums are in the damn way of the water.
Yeah.
But yeah, the goal is to win races. Is it really to win races on a certain brand? Like, at the end of the day, it's really not.
Zach Hilton Ski Spreaders. He had that comment on there. He's like, the checker flag doesn't care what color sled you're on. So
Exactly.
But we're just racing Polaris for pro stock.
Yeah.
We'll still have all the old Artie Cats out there. And I'll tell you what, me and Dad, we're going to try to have an old blue sled out there too. Kyle. One of them ones that sound like... Jesus Christ.
My neighbors are going to be like, what the hell was that?
Brody's in there fighting a cat or something. So that's what we might I'd like to get one of every brand now. Just race one of every brand every weekend.
You're going to get a Skidoo too?
The class, it would have to be a classic Skidoo, which would ideally, it'd be like 04 440. That'd be the perfect one to get. But like a nice 02 MXZ 600 would be a pretty decent sled too.
Yeah.
A lot of those down at the Ditchfinger National.
Yeah.
So
pretty common.
Very common down there.
Everything's backwards on them though. I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they got the clutches on the right side and everything.
Real backwards. Damn.
I can't even read what I wrote here as a note.
You got the worst handwriting I've ever seen of anybody.
Oh, no. It was...
Gunner was working in the gravel pit behind the shop, so he got to watch me work all day.
As you're driving by Jag, you can see the one window is half full of Zinn tins.
Oh, yeah.
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 Keep them for the rewards, and then you save the tin, you know.
You stack them up.
Yeah.
How much did you estimate was in that window?
Roughly around $4,200 right
How much do you need for the blacktop stove or grill?
I'm halfway there.
You're halfway. Holy shit. That's so
I'm
many
like exactly
frickin' tins.
halfway right now.
Oh, that's so many tins.
Oh, but no, RM Fantasy, 3 pro motocross race weekends in so far. Brady Wadena leading the league.
Nice.
So he's got LJ Quick 1 point behind him.
Oh, boy.
So, man, pro motocross has been fun to watch. Been good, Brody.
I watched
Jet Lawrence, Eli Tomac. Been good.
I watched a little yesterday at Mom and Dad's.
We had the Kyle Grover free KG shirts. Kyle,
Hot seller.
yeah, pretty good. It was what we wanted. We sold the amount we wanted to.
Yeah.
Sell. So I'll just give a shout out to everybody that supported us.
Yes,
Give a
thank
shirt.
you.
Where them hand claps at? The applause.
We're gonna applause every name.
You're going to say the names of people who bought the shirt?
Jackson, Regan, Benyort, Bodie, Dawson Deason, Dustin Dorn, Josh Gerbrat, Parker Bow, Gage Gunderson.
Thank you.
I met Gage at softball on Friday night.
Oh, yeah?
He's like, hey, Gunner, are you going to race any dirt bikes this year? I was like, who the heck is this guy? He's like, no, I bought a Kyle shirt. I'm Gage. It's like, oh. So, yeah, we talked to him after the games.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, super nice guy. Wyatt Gerloff, Bailey Solberg, Ethan Nelson, Eric Thompson, Sam Bengstead, Jag, Lane Olson, Hayden, Neil Beck. Appreciate all of you
Yes.
for
Thank you.
supporting the cause. Yeah, there you go, Brody.
Yeah.
Good drop.
Yeah.
Good
there
drop.
you go.
We are going to be making our next order of regular Shoptalk shirts next week.
Gray.
No, they're black.
I thought we were going gray.
Black is pimp.
They're in the boxes right there, Brody.
Can we make gray ones?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just leave them out in the sun for a while. Fade them out.
I don't think that's how that works.
Drape it over the porch every other day. Just change sides. Well, yeah, I could order because John is gonna like get rid of or sell this shirt equipment. Mm-hmm. So we got to make our last batch for a while. So maybe I will order some gray.
I was just thinking it would be nice to have a gray one.
Gray. Excuse me. Gray with a black logo.
Yeah,
That'd be pimp.
Yeah,
Or
gray with a
white
black logo.
I like that. How about
Just
gray with
so
that?
you could wear these outside
Gray
during the
with
summer.
that. How it's white and black.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's how. No.
We already have because it's painted
Yeah.
on. So we already have that thing made. So I'd have to get a different
Yeah.
one.
So it'd just be black.
Yeah.
That'd be pimp. Gray and black goes good together, don't it, Brody?
Exactly. Yeah.
Brody Bolt.
Brody Bolt.
The bolt. The bolt is gray and black.
Well, yeah. Gunmetal gray.
Gray.
Matte gray. Flat gray.
Hell yeah, it is.
That's not how it sounds. That is not how my bolt sounds.
Wouldn't it be sweet though? We could
No.
swap it.
No.
That's
no.
a common swap.
Yeah. Every movie does that swap where we could.
No, I'm talking about like all these dudes that put them engines in like revs and stuff.
I see.
That's a common swap.
Put my engine into a. No.
You're not following along.
I don't like the high pitched squealing noise. I like the low throaty barking. Yeah, exactly. That's what I like.
Hell yeah, brother.
Sounds like a barking demon. Yeah.
So
anyway,
we talked about it's raining to beat hell out right now.
Yep.
It's good.
The auction that happened.
Yeah.
Kyle Grover was fortunate enough to buy himself a pile of Snow Weeks.
Yeah. Legit pile.
I only wanted one. There's one in there that I wanted. Well, it turns out there's a bunch in there that are really cool, but I just wanted one. And I had ended up with a pile of them.
Yeah.
From like early 80s all the way to like 08.
All the way to 08?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it was 08.
How did you count them? How many would it have been? Did you know?
I just started organizing years 96 to 98, and I've barely cracked the surface.
How many were in a year? Can you guess? Like how many were in? Like
It was one a week from like August. There's one from August, and then to March.
Oh, really?
So like no June and July's.
Huh?
So there's a lot.
Yeah. I didn't know they went that long.
Yeah. Jesus.
But it was like heydays in Princeton and stuff like that. They covered a lot of that, and then right to Duluth, and then National, and then Pine Lake, and then it went back to like the Ironman 250 and stuff like that. So it's pretty neat to see.
Yeah.
Have you learned anything?
Yes. I have.
What's something you learned?
Okay, so there was one with an 84 LT Gray on it.
Yeah.
It was brand new, and Larry Coltham was the one working on it, and they had a talk in there with Larry Coltham. He said that from the factory, 84s, you could get 2 different belt widths.
Oh, really?
Yep. And what Larry Coltham did was took a Polaris secondary clutch, like a button clutch, and put it on his LT Gray with a wider belt, and he changed the cam angles. So he did the conversion from a Articat cam to a Polaris cam. So the angle conversion is in there.
Yeah.
So I'd like to try it. I'll try it. But and then what the hell else?
Do you have to switch top shafts then?
No, it's the same key shaft.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That'd be easy enough then.
Yeah, it's just the different helixes that would be the thing. And then you'd have to shim it for your belt, you know? So, but it was pretty interesting reading it. He said that right around 2-3 miles is when everything starts to get heat soaked, and the performance changes dramatically on them things, he said. So, on a 500, you know? And, so he said that if you're in a long distance race, it's going to run like shit for the first 2 miles, and then it'll start to come to life the way the pipe was built on it. He said. So, then he did the conversion for the Polaris clutch, and he talks about that in it, and then like what gram weights and stuff and what RPM. So he wants it to run at 8,200 RPM. Not initially. Yeah. Initially, he wants it like if you're doing short sprint races, he wants it to run at like 73 or 7,400 RPM. He said.
Really?
Yeah.
That low?
Yeah. And then when it gets hot, 82, 83. So I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
I did learn something.
Yeah.
So far.
That's cool. Yeah. That's something to learn, I guess. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you probably won't be able to find that online.
No. So, yeah, we got to get Larry. We got to go up to Larry sometime.
Yeah.
I think would be sweet.
Yeah, you were going to talk to Rollins to see if he's still in the Thief River area or
he's
something.
Still around, I guess.
Okay.
So I'd like to make that a point to go up there and visit with the legend.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a Roger Skyme.
Yeah.
What did Roger call him? Mr. 340?
Yeah. Because at Eagle River he won like every 340 class or something one year. Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be pretty neat to listen to knowledge because he was big into like the clutching stuff. So like what modern day clutches are, he helped a lot with that, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So he knows black magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Freaking, I don't know how clutching works.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
It is. It's why witchcraft.
You change the rate of a spring and it changes the RPM of an engine.
Yeah. How? Warlocks. That's how.
It's like a hamster in a wheel, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. He's just running along. Feed him a different diet than he does.
I think that's the best way it's ever been to explain to me. Figure it out.
No, them snow weeks are pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
Shout out Edward Wilson was the one that sent us those snow weeks that I skimmed through them again to see if there's any gay bunky stuff in them to bring up there. And even that one you brought up to show Gabe of, what was it, Pine Lake 03?
Yeah.
Even he was flipping through it at the end, and he thought it was pretty cool looking through it too.
Yeah,
so.
I did get the one with Josh Davis and Bunky, the one they have framed up there.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's cool. But yeah, that reminds me, I should clean those Bunky cups because they got beer and margarita mix in there.
Yeah,
not
Caesar
margarita,
mix.
but
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave us two free Bunky cups and even the Pro 5 sticker.
Yeah, that is
for the
legit.
tail.
That's
I
sitting
wish
over
there
there.
was a way we could scan it and make new ones.
Yeah.
But we'd have to.
You could, couldn't you bring it to Sherry?
I think so.
Have her.
I think so, but it'd have to be layered. You know, it couldn't just
Oh,
be.
sure.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's just like them Black Magic stickers, you know.
Yeah, like repops or.
Yeah. So before we put that Pro 5 one on here, we should see if we can get some remade of that.
Sure. For sure.
And they might be available for on the show to sell. We could sell some Pro 5 stickers. That'd be pimp.
Oh, sure. We need some more Shop Talk stickers.
Oh, Pro 5 shirts would be pimp. We could remake shirts that say Pro 5 on them.
but we're not Pro 5.
They're not around anymore, so I don't think they can.
Oh, like nobody would own the trademark or
Yeah.
anything? Yeah, that would be interesting. Like, could you do that with like them or Black Magic or?
Right. I don't know.
Huh.
Do a collab with, where it's got like the Shop Talk logo on it and Black Magic or Pro 5.
Black Magic and Pro 5.
Yeah, just fill up the front. Why not?
And Woody's and Stud Boy.
We'll appeal to all the brands.
Yeah, no one will get mad then.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty cool to see that you. How much did that ended up costing you?
So I bought the magazines for $30.
Yeah.
Shipping and handling was $70. I'm into them $100, but it's worth it. Yeah, I paid over 2 times the amount for shipping.
Yeah,
There's
nice.
a lot.
Yeah.
I thought it was just stack, like this, and I just wanted the one in there. And I was like, yeah, $30, and then if it was $20 shipping, that's fine. I seen $70. Like, oh, there's a lot in there.
Yeah.
How big was the box? Or was it like 2 boxes?
It was a
or
big
what?
box, and they were all in there.
If you think of it, like looking at them, like the ones that I seen, they're like they're like $2.95 per issue.
Yeah.
Is what it says. So you probably got them for
Well, I read the price tag in the 80s, and they were like $1.95, and then it's pretty interesting to see how much they went up to like
Yeah.
08. Yeah,
what were they in 08? Probably
$3.25, I think.
Damn.
So the leader record in Gonvick here is no more. So we should buy
A printing press.
printing press. We'll fire up Snow Week
And we got to hire an editor and a photographer. That would be sweet.
in Brody's garage here.
And then we'll charge $10 an issue.
Ooh, there you go. We make bank.
That would be sweet.
I'm not working on a damn magazine.
You could own your own company, a printing press.
It would be cool to print shit.
It would be sweet. And we just make them just like newspapers. The materials would be cheap.
I like I like how big they are.
Yeah, and actually staple them together. That's one thing I noticed. Like later in the years, they started stapling them together. Much better quality.
Much
really?
better quality.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm turned up here, Brody.
Yeah, you're turned up a little
Okay,
bit,
Vince
yeah.
is gonna call us when
There's a lot of Steve Hool ones in there I got to start reading, and Tim Bender ones in there I got to start reading. A lot of neat stuff in there.
Should we do like so Pulpamex does like a re-raceables,
We could do
a re-readable.
rereadable.
We'll just go through an old Snow Week
And just start
we
reading.
got tons of material.
for just reading it.
That would be insane. Oh my God.
I got to find a place to put all these. I'm chronologically ordering them
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, that, once you get them all in order, that'll be really cool to
But
see. Like,
how the hell am I going to store newspapers? Like, what? You can't put them on a bookshelf.
no, you just have to put them in stacks, I guess.
Like records.
Years.
Like records. You know how
Maybe,
they're like lined up and you sort through them? Like you could do that with all the magazines.
Yeah, I should build a shelf for that.
Yeah.
Because they'd be too big to put in like a milk crate.
Yeah, some of them
They're
are.
too big.
The newer ones are small enough, but the older ones they're newspaper.
Yeah. Boy.
I'm not doing that.
Printing press would
Printing
be
press,
sweet.
Shoptalk, printing press.
How do you transfer pictures to and then like make it the printing press? I don't know how that works.
I have no idea. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just like a big printer like you have in your house. Wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably. I expect.
I had somebody tell us though that we were like the modern day Snow Week though.
Yeah,
The modern day era of
but I like the physicality of it.
true. And looking at pictures.
Yeah, the pictures.
Looking at pictures is way better.
Yeah, and little captions. Yeah, picture books. You know.
Yeah.
My wife reads a whole book like this in like 10 days. I'm like, where are the pictures?
You don't need pictures.
What are you supposed to picture it in your head?
Yeah. Yeah.
I do listen to audiobooks.
At work?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of nice. It is nice.
It's a nice change up from podcasts
Yeah.
and music.
A lot of them start getting too political, you know, so then I jump on to the old audiobook. Yeah.
What kind of book? Like Jack
You know,
Reacher?
romance.
Oh God. Jack Reacher or
You say romance books?
yeah, he did.
What?
He
No,
did- he
I
said
listen to horror, like like zombies and stuff like that. And yeah, I like the horror ones. And yeah, I just can't really get into anything else. I like the history ones,
that. Yeah.
you know, like about war and stuff. Just your typical bro stuff,
Sure.
you know.
Sure.
But
Roman
the-
Empire, the
Yeah,
Crusades.
Yeah, I've been listening to a history podcast lately.
Which one?
He was on, Joe Rogan talks about him a lot.
The Martin Raid podcast?
No.
Oh, Dan Cardlin.
Yep, Dan Cardlin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Hardcore
just-
history.
Yeah. He just goes over a lot of, you know, everything.
In depth,
Yeah.
like a son of a bitch. It's
Yeah.
crazy how
I
deep he
like-
goes into history. It's wild.
That's what we're going to be with Snow Weeks. you
Yeah.
know.
That's what you
there we
guys
go.
are. Yeah.
Rereadables. Yeah, we'll do it. That'll be our spurt, you know, because we're thinking of an idea of not filming a podcast like what we're doing now, doing a spurt off of it, like the re-raceables.
Ooh.
Rereadables.
Yeah.
It
Shop
won't
Talk
be-
rereadables.
Yeah, it won't be Shop Talk podcast. It'll be Shop Talk rereadables.
And
we
there's
can
there's your
flip-flop,
there's
you
your
know?
third page.
So weeks like this where there's not a whole lot going on in the snowmobile world, you
Yeah.
know, we could do a rereadable
And a podcast.
Yeah. Like we could.
in the podcast. Like it wouldn't be called Shop Talk podcast.
So you can do both still.
Yeah, in the podcast would be that'd be nice.
No,
That'd
no,
be-
no.
That would
Like
be the podcast.
I'm saying two separate things because then you can Dude, cockroach.
Yeah, we'll do a rereadable. We'll try it out. What race should we do first? Should we do chronologically ordered?
The first snowmobile race ever.
I think because we talk about Pine Lake so
In
much,
history.
try to find if they.
The very first Gerald Deerdahl Memorial one I have, 97. Around
Oh, it
98
doesn't.
sleds.
You were saying you had some in the 80s.
Yep, I could try and find
If
them.
you had 87 when Rory Haugen won on this.
Probably do. Oh, that's a good idea. I got to find that one.
Yeah.
See if it was a sidewinder. He said it was a sidewinder that was set up for ovals at the Tech this year. 'Cause he's the Tech guy.
Yeah. Yep.
So we talked to him a little bit about it, and Colin said that it was a sidewinder, and it was set up for ovals.
Huh. Yeah. Rory's wife Dawn was the Artie Cat race department secretary.
Oh yeah.
Lady when I first started going up there. So she was always really nice. It's weird to think back on how Artie Cat was when I got in there, 17, 18, that there was Don there, Kellen there was the ECU guy, Mike was there, I can't remember his first name, but Trent Whitwer's dad was still in there at the time. And then I was just
That'd be sweet to have an ECU guy.
yeah. Oh, Kellen was really good at it.
That'd
And
be
they were
wicked.
still calling Kellen with Catterit the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Having him look over the
data and stuff.
data.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be wicked cool. Because then, you could tune an engine to pretty much any pipe combo you want.
Well, that's kind of what Alex Satine is.
Yeah.
He's gotten to be really good at looking the data, and he's doing the ECU tunes and stuff for the Iron Dog guys.
Yeah. Wonder if you can make me an ECU for a Gen 2. So I can spin that bitch at 9,800 RPM. Yeah.
Ooh, 9,800.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Spicy.
listen to Troy DeWalt.
Yeah. One other thing, Shoptalk's pro AMA motocrosser, sponsored motocrosser, Luke Van Lysel, is going to High Point this weekend.
Really? That'll be sweet.
This coming weekend.
Yep.
So I wrote him up a contingency.
No, Jesus.
A contingency paper. And because I've really been slacking. I should have mailed him stickers weeks ago, but I put it in the mail before I came here. Do you want me to read you as a contingency deal?
Yes. Why not? Yes, of
So
course.
I hand wrote it, a whole sheet.
That just makes it more personal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
He knows we really appreciate it.
So, okay, here's what I wrote to Luke Van Lysel. Congrats, you are a part of the...
Can't even read your own writing.
No, here, it was too small to read. Congrats, you are part of a very small group, being a Shop Talk podcast sponsored racer. We have a very high standard, so we expect nothing less than wins and championships.
Yeah. High Point champ. That would be sweet.
Yeah. Well, because you got to think he's in the class here with Luke Van Lysel and Paulie V. Paulie V brought us home a Classics championship.
Yeah, that's
True.
a champ.
He is a champ.
Requirements are a Shop Talk sticker on the front fender and mentions on social media posts. In return, we'll share and make podcast mentions and potential interviews. Contingency deals.
$3.
We will be $3 for qualifying straight into a pro motocross motos. A 450 AMA Pro National win is $1,000.
Yeah, that's worth it, I suppose. Yeah.
So, Luke, if you can beat Jet Lawrence and Tomac, we'll give you $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Canadian National qualification straight into motos, $1
Yeah.
to make the motos. And an incentive program of taking out Phil Nicoletti pays $20. And then good luck this summer, Luke. I signed it. So
That's nice.
So yeah, that's Luke Van Lysel's contingency program. We don't hide any money or secrets here. So sorry, we'll put,
Yeah, we do.
what do you mean?
I have no idea. That's funny though. That's good. That's good stuff. What the hell?
$3.
$3.
So yeah, if you see Luke in the motos at High Point this weekend, just know he got $3 from us.
Yeah. That won't even buy a spark plug.
No,
Pack of gum.
even that's a stretch.
Pack of gum.
A Mountain Dew.
Yeah. It's been a long
Speaking of
time.
that, I've been slacking on my diet, bro.
Yeah.
I've been drinking way too much beer lately.
Yeah, it happens. Summertime.
Summertime.
It's just the party.
I explicitly make my workouts longer and harder during the week just so I can drink more beer.
A lot of people do that.
I just bought a new fishing rod today.
But I'm bulking, bro. I'm gaining weight.
Yeah, I told myself that last summer it was a total lie. I was just getting fat.
I'm not even.
I was just getting fat. I was having fun with it.
I've been hitting the rowing machine and all of this stuff.
What is your off-season training regiment, Kyle? I think Kyle going into Pine Lake this next year. Kyle is
He's gonna look like a monster.
the top semi-pro contender,
Oh yeah.
I would say.
But you got all these sport guys coming in too. There's
Yeah.
some fast sport guys coming up.
Yeah, Elliot Clark did really good on the Arctic Cat. You'll have Tyler Brown to compete with.
Lavoie.
Drayson.
Yeah.
Drayson was really coming on at the end of the year there. And he just started riding snowmobile again.
Oliver Olson.
Oh yeah, Oliver will still be in semi-pro.
Yep. There's a lot of competition in there.
So yeah.
We're going to have to cross some T's and dot some I's on a lot of this stuff. So hopefully when you're under that wing, I can be over here.
Under your wing.
Oh.
Behind your
If you
tail.
learn anything, you have to tell me.
Yeah. that'll be cool because we'll be able to compare though too.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to compare.
Yeah, there's a potential of another guy, Colin, also.
Really?
Calling who?
Colin Grover.
No.
No, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the change.
Oh, I was yesterday moving sleds around and stuff, putting them on display at my parents' house, and I looked at the Collins triple. Then we need a set of pipes made bad for that thing.
For the Firecat one?
Yeah, I want to redo the same exact pipes.
Well, you know how freaking expensive it was when Austin Lake was talking about getting those pipes 3D scanned and remade. And
That's exactly what I want to do.
really? Ooh. Geez, you're talking a lot of money there.
Yeah. Yeah. But it'd be sweet.
Probably $5,000-$6,000.
Yeah, so
you
if
think?
anybody has a set of fucking 10,000 RPM pipes that aren't going to cost $5,000 would be sweet.
I don't know anyone.
Brody?
I got nothing.
No?
No.
All right.
Instead of having some made. But I think my algorithm lately is watching these the people who make the cone pipes for dirt bikes.
Yeah.
Watching them build them is so satisfying. It's sweet. Like, how do you have that much talent to know what dimensions a pipe is supposed to be and then weld it together perfect?
Yeah.
That's crazy talent.
Well, that's why there's only a few of them that do it. You got to think of...
You have to be a fabricator and like an engineer.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why you only have Mitch Payton, Pro Circuit, FMF, Bill's Pipes, that Scandinavian
Yeah, I think that's what I'm
one.
watching.
Yeah. No, I've had a lot of fun on... I haven't been able to ride dirt bikes as much as I wanted to.
I haven't even been out this year.
No, we were supposed to ride today before we did this, but
I was looking forward to it.
it rained to beat hell here in Gonvik last night. So
Yeah, we were at Brady's last night and standing outside, and I lost to an 11-year-old in a game of pig.
No, that's fun.
Jeez,
Yeah.
Carter beat you.
Yeah, but we smoked Ben bad. Ben couldn't even hit the backboard. Oh, man, I shouldn't have said that. He gets.
Hey, I suck at basketball too. That's why I hate it so much.
He said he didn't like it when I talked about him on the podcast. So sorry, Ben. Ben Yort, by the way. Sorry, Ben.
Ben Yort.
But yeah, Carter smoked us last night.
You probably would have smoked me too. I freaking hate basketball.
But we started playing softball.
Started playing softball, and softball's a big hit. Freaking, that's so cool.
So we haven't had softball here in Clearbrook since 2016. And Mandy, my wife, Mandy was the one she's like,
Get it going again?
yeah, we need something to do again on Friday nights because we don't go out to the bar or nothing, so we don't do anything. So She was one that started it. I said, I think you might be biting off more than you can chew.
There's
here.
a lot of teams.
Like, yeah, we have 11 teams.
That's sweet.
So-
That would be fun. I'm a sub for you guys.
Yep.
So
This last Friday was our first go of it, and it seemed to go pretty good.
yeah.
Except there was a slight miscalculation of team fees and ump fees.
Oh yeah.
So we were gonna run out of money to pay the umps. Okay. So we had umps lined up for this past week already. So we paid them 50. It's hard to find umps for
Yeah, I bet in this area.
well, just for pay. Like from what they were getting paid in like 2016 when we ended,
Yeah.
like $23, $25 a game.
Yeah.
To where now, like, it'd be hard to, you couldn't get anybody to show up for less than $50 a game.
Yeah. So that adds up every week.
Yeah. So it was like, do that 10 weeks, $5,000.
Yeah.
And we only had like $3,100 in team fees.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether the miscalculation came in at, but so what she asked all the team managers of what they wanted to do to a couple different options. So now we're going to go with no umps. Okay. But we're going to use that money that'll be the prize pool at the end. So now winner,
second, third.
Yep. Winner will be like $1,100, $750 or $500.
I'd ump a game. That's a strike.
Yeah.
Safe.
Oh, you got it dialed. Yeah, you
There
know
you go.
exactly what.
Yeah.
Come volunteer.
Our ump was, get out of here! Our ump was chill as hell. He's smoking cigarettes in between games.
Yeah.
And it was cool.
But
Draw a line. You're out of here. You don't draw no line. You know what I'm talking about? Where they draw the line where the strike box is.
Yep.
supposedly there was a guy that got ejected at the batter's box. It was a highlight I seen. That was a bad call, and he was arguing with the ump, and he messed with his helmet, and he tapped his helmet like 3 or 4 times.
Same one.
And like I guess that's disrespectful or something. So
And he said, "You're out of here."
threw him out right
He's
after
a
that.
Yankee. Yeah. And then the Yankees coach come out and
Yeah.
started. I love it. Add a little controversy. It's starting to become more like hockey.
Baseball?
Yeah.
They like to clear the dugouts. I think there's incentives to.
I bet.
It gets more publicity.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
if they wanted-
that's all I want to watch.
What about the Savannah baseball? The Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah.
How they do like trick pitches
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
We're gonna start dancing on the field, Brody.
Yeah.
Oh, is
And
that
then
what
have
you're
3
talking
people
about?
lined up on the mound, and then one of them has the ball. They're all throwing at the same time, but only one has the ball.
Yeah. But no, it was cool. It was people had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had a home run.
No way.
Yeah. So yeah, I was stoked on that. Home
What
run.
kind of bat you using?
Are you using Tanner's bat?
No, I thought it was Tate's.
Oh, you're using Tate's?
Yeah.
I like Tanner's.
-5 or -8, whatever.
I honestly have
No idea. I don't know. I thought it was a plus.
No, I had good. Home run, 1 strikeout, but then got on base every other time. So
That sucks getting struck out and stuff.
yeah, it was. I went up.
You were the only one on our team that got struck out.
Struck out swinging. There was a few foul balls.
Oh, foul
strikeouts.
balls, yeah, but
I foul balled the first one, and then I had just hit the home run. So I went up there, swung way too hard.
Yeah.
Struck out. It was like
Swing for the moon.
Yeah.
Is there a home run limit on this?
Yeah, 5.
Yep.
5. So we were our Hill River Electric. Shout out to Arlo Racing sponsor. Mm-hmm. We're 2-0. We won both games on Friday. Like what was it? Like 16-5 and
we
7.
10 run them both games.
Yeah.
Or is it 15?
Yeah.
Can't remember.
But yeah, we played good. It was good fun stuff.
No,
Are we calling Vince?
He's gonna call us when
Okay.
he asked. He said maybe 5:10 because then he'd have better service. So I said, you just call us when you're ready.
Yeah.
I suppose I could look at the group chat.
But the first game jitters, though. First game jitters, everyone kind of had them.
I was. You guys were saying there's people nervous in the dugout. I didn't.
Everyone made little tiny mistakes. It was little, just kind of the first game jitters of like, oh shit, this is actually happening, and this is.
I guess I
we're
wasn't
supposed
nervous.
to be competitive, and it is cool being competitive though. It's fun. Like that's one reason why I like playing volleyball because it's like you're competitive. Like you're trying to win. And
otherwise, what else do you do with it?
Yeah.
You were talking about they were trying to get you to get a different job, Brody.
Yeah. I don't know why.
There's a maintenance. Did we talk? Oh,
yeah. We talked about this on the way to Bunkies, didn't we?
We had some of the best conversations to and from Roseau.
We're gonna start filming our drives.
We should start doing that.
That'll be another spurt.
We could have easily had 2 hours more worth of podcasts just on our drive to Roseau.
Yeah, but it does get explicit sometimes.
Yeah, that was quite out of our usual.
Yeah, we'll have to put the parental advisory sticker on it.
Those would be our Shop Talk After Darks.
Yes, Shop Talk After Hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and very explicit.
Yeah. No, would those be on Patreon?
Yeah, Patreon.
Yeah, that's what it'd be.
Only Cranks.
Oh, hey.
It's in every Only Cranks is in every intro.
Yeah.
The Only Cranks crew.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Shout out Only Cranks. But yeah, no, yeah, we don't have to talk about my job. Or, yeah, getting a different job. I think they just wanted me to play more Xbox with them, honestly. I have to go to bed early because I wake up early. And, yeah.
Every morning, I wake up 5 a.m., make some soup. That was stuck in my head all week from Nacho Libre.
No, I'm not. I don't think I ever
Every morning,
watched.
I wake up 5 a.m., make some soup. It's the best.
I seen this one thing on what your favorite meme, Kyle.
I'm into them Bigfoot AIs right now. Yeah, for reals. But memes, I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen a good meme.
Well, or I guess
where the huzz at? You know, like them ones. I swear, Hayden Knightsky and I are the meme gods. Like, we'll between each other.
Yeah,
we send them back and forth. I'll wake up.
Which one do you find yourself quoting?
Every morning, I wake up 5 a.m. Make some soup.
I like the one where they're like,
oh no, they're out here doing spinning wheelies.
There's spinning wheelies. I've seen that one. Or the backhoe. It's a gosh dang scoopla diggla. My favorite one that I quote every time me and Brady at work with like the semi is like, it's that one, you goddamn stupid idiot, it's too long. I know that. Why you call me a stupid idiot?
When we were on the way out to the Sioux, I had to show Gunner. I had to find it, dig for it. There's Cy Robertson was like, he's like, I swear I'm too low. He's like, you're not too low. He's like, you don't look any dumber than you normally look. I'm way too low. So yeah, every time we go to an ice race, I say, I'm way too low.
Way too low. How'd your Vince set up Fox shocks work this year?
Great.
Yeah.
So I found a lot of info about springs on them things. Like totally different because this year was the first year on a 137, so that factors in. And then the new long tang torsion springs on the
long tail
tang. It's called a tang.
Really?
Yeah. Go on Wall Brothers and look up torsion springs, and there's different tangs. So the long tang, like Tang, the orange juice that you used to drink when you were a kid.
Wu-Tang?
The Wu-Tang Clan?
Yeah. I wish I could quote that right now, but I can't. It's very explicit. But
that's just for us, but that's like my favorite meme right now.
It's just what? Our sense of humor and your sense of humor are totally different.
Wood nut and cider.
Yeah. Wood nuts.
All right.
That's what I said.
He got you.
It wasn't making any sense.
That's like
you had to say it out loud for God's sake.
That's like the Wendy's, the Wendy's memes. Like,
pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! 2 notifications from Hayden right now on memes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's a meme or not. That's more like a pun, but that's my favorite thing I've
These
seen.
are a lot of them, you know, but
We can't be sharing memes now on.
that's a good one I've seen today.
It's the Eastern Front.
Should I read that one?
But yeah, meme gods.
Yeah. There's a lot of memes about like the wars going on right now, and they're kind of funny. Ukraine war and Israel, like all them memes.
We're hitting a lot of bases on
Yeah,
this.
we're touching a lot of.
Those are the ones that I see though most of the time.
What was else? I was.
The drone footage
Yes.
of Russia. Watch a lot of that.
Yep.
What's up with these? Just speaking of that, I seen something before I came here. The drones are like they're controlling them with these fiber optic wires.
What?
They're corded.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben was telling me yesterday there's a guy at team with a drone that goes 25 miles away.
Really?
Yeah, and you can only go up to 400 feet because after 400 feet it's a limited airspace.
FFA or F.
Yeah,
You need a pilot's license
He
to
said
fly
it
above
goes
that.
25 miles away, and then if you hit a button, it'll come right back to where it took off.
Yeah, that's what Mandy's drone that we've shot footage with. I think maybe if you're on a hill, clear out, it'll go well over a mile. We've had it from my house to like the Gonvick water tower.
Yeah.
So it'll go over a mile.
Ben said that they were standing by team, and they were at the water tower, and they went up to the water tower and checked it out, and with the drone.
That's cool.
He flew right over Jag, and I didn't even know it.
No.
Creepy.
Yeah, it is. I'll have to look into that though.
It would
the
be
fiber optic cables on
I
the
seen
drones.
something. It was like
that's
just
weird.
It was like a field littered with like almost like fish line.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It-
Maybe they're using them to catch other drones.
Never look into the end of a fiber optic line if it's hot.
what do you mean?
It'll burn your eyes.
Because it's bright?
The light.
Yeah. But yeah, like what you're saying, like are they connected to other drones? The fiber optic line?
I don't
And
know.
like are they
What I
capturing
think
other
that-
drones?
No, what I seen it was almost like they recorded.
They're wired
Yeah.
drones. They're not wireless.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's odd. That's freaking weird. Got an Ethernet cable connected to the drone as it's flying around. Doesn't seem like it would work that well.
I like the ones where the dudes are sitting in the foxholes, and then you hear the drones. It freaks me out.
That's that's a nightmare. Yeah. That's a freaking nightmare.
It's just like being in the ocean with a great white shark.
Oh God.
How scary would that be? You don't know where it's at. It could be right below you.
That was like even just locally, like that Snapchat of that snapping turtle.
Snapping turtle. That one's another meme that's stuck in my head all the time after seeing all these snapping turtles lately.
Yeah.
A snapping turtle.
Some of those kids that go swim down in the Lost River there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're big.
What are you
snapping
doing?
turtles in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I'm not swimming down there. Leeches and snapping
Did you see
turtles. Screw that.
Dad bought a Timu excavator?
Yeah. What the heck?
$3,500.
Really? Off of Timu?
No, it is a Timu excavator, but he bought it in Bemidji
Okay.
from a guy.
Yeah.
It-
$3,500 for a haul?
Yeah.
We're going to have some sweet jumps now.
I don't know about that. When I first ran it, that day he got it, it was all
It's a gas engine.
Yeah, but the speeds were all kind of screwed up on
Yeah.
it. Like the swing was super fast.
Really? Usually that's the slow part.
No, it was super twitchy. And then the curl
Just
Yeah.
pretty much
jostled around the whole time.
The curl was super slow, so like just
Does
the
it have
whole
a blade on it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's sweet.
But
A little
then
blade.
he finally found the valve bank and was able to make a few adjustments to it
Yeah.
to slow it down.
Yeah.
So now he made a few adjustments and he's going to make one more. He said he'll be pretty happy with it.
So
That's
that'll
good.
make it more powerful in other things too, I think, if you adjust the valve banks.
Yeah, it was just mainly to just slow it down because it was just so twitchy.
Like a cat excavator.
Yeah.
They're twitchy like that.
But I think Bubba Ness, he's already got a job lined up for Dad.
No kidding.
Go over to his mom's or something and pull out some little stumps.
Oh, yeah?
Just like some little tiny ones. But it was like I told, there's Vince.
Hello?
Oh. VS3.
It's me.
Hey,
Hello.
VS3, we're talking about hose.
Are you guys gardening?
Track hose.
Excavators.
Track
About
prep.
what?
I don't
A
know.
track hose. Okay. Hello, VS3.
Oh, okay. All right. Acceptable.
So, congrats to the Mr. and Mrs. VS3, Brody.
He sent you a round of applause.
Yeah. He can hear it.
Oh,
Outstanding.
you can hear that?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well,
These are
Kyle,
worms
it's
that
way
don't
through the
move,
same system I'm calling through.
Unreal.
That's
You've
technology.
never known that the guests can hear what we're playing?
No.
Play him another one, Brody.
Trees are berms that don't move, Gunner.
What did you just say? What did you just say?
Trees are berms that don't move.
Internet.
There-
This is way worse than clutching. Like, how is that doing that?
All right, VS3. It's been a while since we talked to you. How's it going? You got married last weekend. You and your
We did.
wife Hannah. There's a beautiful wedding, beautiful venue.
Yeah, it was really good. The weather was great, so that was nice. Didn't suck. So, still kind of wondering why we won.
Oh, we lost him. The drone got him.
Oh, yep. There we got you back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry. Like I said, the service is going to be spotty, so bear with me.
Oh, boy.
They can't fix the service, but you can hear what we're playing on the board.
Yeah, I guess so.
Vince, it was my first time ever being to a Catholic church. Are you Catholic, or is that Hannah's side of the family?
That's Hannah's side. So
Okay.
You crazy
Yep.
bastard.
So I thought that was interesting and new to me. It was nice. We got to sit with Alex Satine and Jill and Joe Wood. So
old Joey Poo.
Joe had a shirt on the whole time we were there, at least. So that was
I know. Very surprising.
That's funny.
It's on his best behavior.
yeah. No, it was we had a blast. We had a good time there, Vince. It was nice to see Travis Moeller and Eric, and so yeah.
Yep.
Vince,
Gang's all here.
Vince's brother, low key funnier than Vince.
Really?
Why don't we start calling him every week?
Yeah,
then?
let's give
That's
us your
just because
brother's.
he's fat.
Does he have hair?
Yes, he does have hair.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bastard.
Yeah, give us your brother's
All right.
number, Vince, and we'll give him a call
Calling
after this.
him.
Yeah, he said that he came up and told you that he was the one that messaged you guys about the question. So
Yep. Yeah, he came up and sat next to me. He's like, "Are you the podcast guy?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, Vince is so fat."
did you see I can't remember if you guys were still there at that point or not, but they were doing this thing on the dance floor where Derek would jump up, and then when he would land, everybody else would jump up as if he was creating a giant shockwave on the earth.
No,
It was pretty good.
that must have been after we left. So we left at like, I don't know, must have been like 8:30 or something. And so I wait for in between songs to like go say bye to Vince because he was on the dance floor just sweating away.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you do. That's what you do. at
Never
your wedding.
danced in my life, and
How
I was
could
out
you
there for
not
like
take
6
your
or 9
shirt off?
hours. Yeah.
And so I come up and give Vince a hug, and first thing he says, "We'll do the podcast next week." So I was like, "I'm glad that's what you're."
That's what you're focused
Yeah,
on.
that's-
Yeah. Strictly professional.
Yeah.
So, but no. How is the married life now, Vince? You're a couple weeks in. What is it, 2 weeks in now?
Just one.
Oh,
It was last weekend.
It was last weekend.
Same
already?
as Langus's.
Oh yeah. So last weekend
And
when
the
we
bunkie
when
and,
we went
yeah.
out to Bunkies.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep. Yeah, because you guys went up the day after to Bunkies, I think.
Yep.
So,
yeah, that was why I left a little bit early because we were going.
Oh, yeah.
We were going up there Sunday morning.
And it was my anniversary, 3 years. So
Wow.
yeah, we're all married at the same time.
I'm going to have to get married now around that time.
Yeah. End of May.
End of May? I think I can make that work.
Find yourself a Roseau girl.
Yeah. Move to Roseau. Fuck it.
Yep.
You should work at Polaris. That'd be pimp.
Yeah, I could.
You could definitely help me and Kyle out now.
Yeah, that'd be pimp. I'd prefer if you get in the track department, or you should go work at Camoplast, and then we can get a deal.
Yeah, there you go.
Camoplast, pick up a side job at Hayes too.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
see if you can work for DuPont at home.
Yeah. Then we'll have all the bases covered.
Yeah, pretty much everything.
Get your deals everywhere.
I'll apply at like EPI or Venom, something like that.
So Vince, the Polaris news broke. We're going to be on Polaris next year.
Seen it.
Yep. It was all those poking and prodding that Alex had did in the group chat those last handful of years.
Oh, no. Did I lose you guys?
Oh no. Got him.
Oh.
Hello.
I'm like, that's gay.
VS3.
VS3.
He's losing us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
All right, we're back, I guess.
Okay.
Are you walking around the woods right now? What are you doing?
I'm driving on a gravel road back home from Huntersville.
Okay.
So yeah, he was in the woods today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trying to be Bigfoot.
It turns out this one tree was a berm and it did not move. So,
Ooh, did you do any damage?
I don't know. Probably have a bruise on my knee. I doubled through this thing and landed directly on my rear brake pedal, which is not the same as a foot peg.
Oh, yeah.
And then almost went over the bars and then kind of smacked the tree and then landed on the ground. And then my motorcycle was on top of my left leg.
Oh, no.
Gosh.
It's been a while since I've had a little incident. So we were due, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bro, Jackson Gerbrot and I were talking at work the other day. He's like, remember at the Bagley Fair race when you slid out in the first corner and everybody else piled up? I was like, yeah, that was sweet. Made the whole crowd pile up. I think I was like fourth out of the gate or something. You were right by me, and then I slid out, and yeah, that was sweet. There's like 20 bikes coming behind us. Yeah.
Good times.
I got up and went to the first corner and then turned around to come back, and there's still bikes piling up. That was funny.
So Vince, you got the border battle coming up this weekend. Gary Walton putting on another race down in Nevis.
Yes,
You're
sir.
gonna be Golden Brewman again.
Oh yeah, we'll be dodging trees, drinking tweeds.
Hell yeah, that's sweet.
VS
All that good stuff.
Kyle, gonna come partake?
Be a broom?
No, race. So
Are you racing, Gunner?
Still debating. Mm-hmm. Gary came up and talked to me at Vince's wedding. He wants to we'll try to promote like the next race, or he had to change the Wisconsin one to it's now in Detroit Lakes.
Oh, yeah?
So I think he really wants to try to promote that one and maybe try to.
Yeah, that's the same place they do Wii Fest. So
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So he wanted to try to do something to try to get some snowmobile guys there.
That'd be fun.
to race. So maybe we'll be having Gary on here in the next coming weeks to promote that and talk about a race weekend or so.
Good.
But yeah, I'm debating on racing this weekend. If I do, I might just race C class and just do the 1 hour one.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd do.
Because the 2 hour one is like I was able to maintain my pace that whole time, and I was in my class and I was in 8th.
Yeah.
So if I jump down to C class, I could maybe battle towards the front.
Yeah.
Nevis is fun. It's a little bit wider one for sure. So
Then
a little faster.
Then Appleton or then Brainerd?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd have to safety wire a bunch of stuff because that two-stroke just rattles.
Oh my gosh.
Weren't you going to buy a KX250
We'll
four-stroke here?
We'll see. I got to being a little stickler.
Who is?
Yeah, I'm trying to buy it.
Oh, I see.
I swear I can get it for cheaper.
But what else you got going on, Vince? You're busy trophy trucking, desert racing this summer, or what else you got on the docket?
Yeah, I guess the Baja 500 happened yesterday. I haven't even really looked at the results yet. See how that went.
Yeah, some suspensions in there.
You probably won it, so just no big deal.
Well, I guess Brock did win. I saw that, so I guess we won that one.
Yeah, I guess.
And then what's happening this weekend in Anna?
Oh, we lost.
I haven't looked at the results. It's one to pro stock from like the pro am class was fastest qualifier, and he kind of got screwed over in the race with this just a racing incident thing. But
Okay, cool.
still put down the fastest lap, but doing good. What else? I guess I don't really have much going on until I get back from overseas for the honeymoon and stuff. Because like I get back and then I'm at work for like a few days, and that's the ERX short course race.
What are you doing overseas? Where are you going?
Ukraine?
All over the place. Yeah, we're gonna go fight the rebels.
See what's going on.
I heard they had beautiful bike trails there.
Yeah. Well, they used to be.
Yeah. Now they're covered
We're
in
doing
mines.
a like 8-day mountain bike trip in the Alps, and then going to Poland and Germany and Switzerland, and then Germany again, and then renting a track car to do some laps around the Nürburgring and all that good shit.
That'd
So
be fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
That
yeah,
sounds bitchin'.
it shouldn't suck. So
I'm a big car guy, you know.
They got any old Fox bodies out there or what?
no, it's
I'm out.
BMW 325 like track car. Which is nice because I won't have to use my turn signals at all. So
The other day, there was a Corvette by like Harbor Freight or something. No turn signals. I was like, I knew it. I knew he was going to do that.
He's used to the track.
Yeah.
yep.
Huh. But yeah, that was about all we just to catch up with VS3, and he got married.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Vince, I'll text you something funny in the group that Brody asked me when we got back. I don't want to put it out there, but I'll text it to you in the group.
You're going to have to remind me. What
I'll
did I say?
I'll remind you when we're done. But what about VS3 suspension? How's that going for you, Vince? We lost him.
Yeah, he got hit by a
He
drone.
didn't even hear me.
No.
Just wasted a whole bunch of words.
Jesus.
You should have muted him.
Well, I did. What the heck?
What?
Oh,
Hey, Vince.
Oh,
Hello?
This ain't working.
I just sneezed. That's what that was.
This ain't working.
no.
No.
VS3.
That was VS3. Pretty sure he's still alive.
Forks and shocks and forts and
And floats. And
floats and needles and seats. And
Still nothing.
oh, there you gotcha.
Jets and mains.
Hey, I can hear everything.
What?
But
You can hear what we're saying?
Yeah.
yeah,
How's the VS3 suspension business going, Vince? You busy with that? or
busy.
is anybody referring from Shoptalk podcast?
I don't.
It
I,
is.
We may never know.
We'll take that as a no. Still didn't hear events there, but
Listen, I don't
we
think this is good radio.
I don't think this is working out.
I don't think this is good radio.
Kyle Carburetor coming for all your jetting needs. And
There you go. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See,
Hello.
what are we going to start tuning carbs?
There you go. You could tune the carburetors at Pine Lake.
And that's I can do that.
Yeah.
and
just
that
be like
frickin'
ditch
ditch
banger.
banger.
yeah,
Yeah.
ditch banger. There you go.
Yeah.
Set up a little station. All you need is this flathead screwdriver.
Oh, did I lose you guys completely?
No, we got you again.
You're wrong. You need a Phillips screwdriver
Hello?
and a quarter-inch.
I'm gonna just turn them down. Okay.
VS3.
It's just not working. I'm sorry, Vince. Is he gone?
Well, no, you need a flathead and a
What are you
Phillips.
using a flathead for besides
The air screw?
pilot jet? And air screw.
You could be like Mitch. Oh, there the call failed.
Thank God.
So that was VS3.
That was VS3.
No, you could be like, you've seen them videos where people roll their old two strokes up to Mitch Payton. And Mitch Payton sitting in his wheelchair, he's just rum, bum, 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 rum, 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 bum, 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 rum. And then he'll adjust the air screw or whatever he does on the carburetor.
Do some jack stand tuning.
Do some jack stand tuning at Pine Lake or at Elk River.
Yeah, I could tune the shit out of him on a jack stand.
Kyle Carburetor, is your sled running like shit? Come to me.
Yeah, then somebody will bring me a fuel-injected sled. There's like 1 million wires in here. Those
Just start
beams
cutting
too.
wires.
Yeah.
So we've got, it hasn't been the most eventful episode, but we've got some good ideas. We got rereadables.
Yep.
And Kyle Carburetor.
After hours.
After the
Shoptalk podcast after hours on our drives.
Oh, the drives, yeah.
Explicit content.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I wish Vince would have told us, like, yeah, the Shop Talk podcast is flowing in business.
My business.
Shop Talk podcast.
We are back.
barely.
It squeaked when you said it.
Just barely.
We are back.
No.
All right, VS3. How is VS3 suspension going? Let us know that, and then we'll let you go.
Okay, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Just stop.
so I just did some
right now.
T7 stuff for a local guy.
Okay.
Okay, T7 stuff
And
is good.
then did a few sets of dirt bike stuff, and even did a delivery to Huntersville today.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Guy dropped some stuff off Friday, and then we met him there today and went ride. So actually, old snowcross guy, Jordan Kraus. I don't know if you remember him or not. I don't think he ever raced pro. It was just semi-pro.
Oh,
But he was always around when I was like,
I'm sure the Carbide Podcast guy will be commenting just legend. Just
Yeah. This guy did this.
yeah, just a legend like on Re-Raceables.
If he's
Local
not in the
legend.
Snow Week magazine, I won't know who it was.
Yeah.
Did you see my Snow Weeks, Vince? I'm pretty proud of them.
I did see him.
They're pretty sweet.
I like the Apex one the best.
There's a bunch of Apex ones. I'll send it. Yeah, the picture of the 2 times back-to-back suit champ picture with
Hell yeah.
2 Japanese dudes in it.
I'm not going back unless they let me race the fucking Apex.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
that'd be pimp.
That'd be cool.
We were
4
just-
cylinders have got to be better than 2.
We were just talking about that if we could build one for Pro Open.
I'm for it.
Well, of course.
I'll build it for the freaking junior class. I don't give a shit. Just let me race it.
Unlimited throttle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Still fast as shit. Oh, this guy's just peeing next to his truck along a busy road.
hit him with your door.
Okay, he's a little farther off the road than that, but
Well, all right, VS3.
yeah. Well, you guys let me know if you're going to come to Nevis. If not, you're dead to me.
It would be fun.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
a good race.
Yeah, I think I'll be there, but I'll probably just do the hour one. I think I'll be able to get my dad to come down there this time too. So the 2 hour, I don't know if I just mentally just too long for me. I just didn't. I lost interest in it almost.
Jeez.
Where I was just like,
I mean, I could see it at Appleton, but this one's like a lot more fun than Appleton.
Huh.
where I was like, yeah, this is the pace I'm going, and I'm slowly picking off guys that are just kind of getting tired. But like, I kept looking at the board, and I kept going. I was like 12th, 11th, 8th, and then 8th, and then 8th. It's like,
Found your spot.
yeah, I did. Yeah, and it was pretty much where we stayed. So
Just like semi-pro races every year. or every week. 7th, 7th, 7th.
No, you were more like 7th, 6th, 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 5th,
360s, by the way.
3,
And then 2.
3. Did you get a third? Or no, you just went from a 5 to a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Hell yeah.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, Kyle going into Pine Lake, Vince, is the number 1 Polaris rider
Think so?
in semi-pro, yes. Him and all our rolls.
Okay. All right. I'll allow it.
Oh, he's a believer. Wow. I never thought we'd get that out of him. No, I got to send you some shock stuff here sometime soon, Vince, and get that baby back in ice mode.
Sometime soon. It's not even freaking August.
Yeah, but I want to get rolling. I didn't put seafoam in that sled. So.
Yeah, we'll get them slugged back down, back in speed mode.
Slugged and what did you say? Slugged and trapped and
We had Brody.
slugged and forded.
We had Brody try your VS3 read this earlier, and it did not go good.
You work on
Good.
forts?
What read? I don't even have a paper. You didn't. You just said, "Well, what does Vince do?" I'm like, I don't know. Something about forks and floats.
Just zero pros. That's it.
Yeah,
We're
zero
just
pros.
zero pro guys.
He'll do his best.
That's all I'm set up for is 0 pros. I can build the shit out of a 0 pro. What else does a guy need?
True. But yeah, Vince,
Maybe one pro.
We'll have to get 0 pros. One pro would be better than
pro
0.
would be sweet. After I work on them, we'll rebrand them, resticker them, and say 1 pro.
Straight to jail.
Have Jag make up some stickers
That say
put on
Fox 1 pro.
Well, all right, Vince. Well, congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. VS3.
Yeah, thank you.
So we will. How late did the party go? You were going to shut her down at 10 p.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah, we were done at 10, and then we went over to that other pub for just kind of say hi to people that were there. And then, I don't know, I think we were back like 11:15, 11:30 or something like that at the cabin. So
That's what I call last night.
Vince
so
had
not
to go,
too bad.
Vince had to go play a round of golf at like 9 a.m. on Sunday morning.
No, we weren't golfing. You kidding me? If I played a round of golf, I'd still fucking be out there. Still looking for my ball or running over animals with the golf cart or something.
Pocket gophers.
Yeah.
This thing rides like shit. It needs some Fox shocks on it.
Yeah. This got anti-Ackerman steering on it?
But yeah, Vince, we'll have to get that new Polaris of mine hooked up with some Fox shocks as well. So
Yeah, I'll see what we got.
So,
If I swear, if he gets something better than mine, I'm going to be pissed.
we'll see.
How about that live valve?
Yeah. Evan was explaining the live valve to me when we were up there getting the sled from him. And
Yeah.
If I can't get it, we should totally ban it. We should like for how much it is doing, like the way Evan was explaining it, it's like, yeah, that should be totally illegal.
Hell no.
We were
All the innovation. That's the whole point of racing.
Yeah.
We're going to sit around and just change washers with some goddamn clickers. I'm out.
That's what you
We
do
got
for
shit
work?
to do.
No, it was pretty cool. So I hope to maybe get in on some of that. But then
Yeah, you just got to find the Polaris stuff.
yeah. So we'll see.
You should have snow checked the XCR and then switched the suspension over.
No, you're going to piss off Nels. They don't come with live valve on the XCRs. They almost shunned us off the island for that. So,
The shunning.
wonder if this is where it turned. Nope.
You know what? We should get some 9Rs. Would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Niner.
Did I hear a niner in there?
All right, VS3.
All right. We'll talk to you guys next weekend then.
All right.
All right.
You'll be at the dirt bike race having fun, hitting trees.
Yep.
Okay.
Dirt bikes are fun.
Yes.
I'm going to need a mile of safety wire and
And a gallon of two-stroke oil.
yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
All right. We'll see you this weekend, VS3.
All right. Bye now.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Mega flow.
There it is.
Huh. How long have you been going, Brody?
Hour 34.
Oh. Good enough.
Good enough.
Good enough for who it's for.
That's right.
Who's it for?
The people.
People.
The internet.
The internet.
The internet people.
Have you been getting DMs about dudes wanting to clip our show and like make reels and stuff like that?
Those are bots.
Yeah.
Don't
they
answer
are.
'em.
They are bots. It's yeah.
I got one the other day. I finally got one.
How does it know? It said, "Hi, Kyle. I love your podcast." And
Yeah.
stuff
Yep.
like that. But it's like, how do they know?
Yeah, I get.
Nothing on my Instagram has anything besides the stuff that I'm tagged in.
Yeah.
All the time.
Oh, that's all it takes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I get it through the Arlo Racing email even
Oh
too.
yeah.
So it's I don't know if it's coming off of Spotify or off YouTube or what.
This AI is getting way too smart. It knows I have a podcast and I don't have anything on my social media.
Well, no, you're shared and tagged in it, and so
Yeah.
that obviously connected right there. Like that's all they need.
When
But
is
I
the-
finally got one on Instagram. Finally got a DM.
Oh,
I'm
really?
like, ooh, I thought it was like a hot chick or something, like sliding in, but it was not. It
Don't
was
fall for
It
those.
was a bot.
Yeah, dude. I've been getting so many likes popping up on my phone on old posts of Shoptalk, and it's just, yeah, chicks. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
When's the CK Speed Shop page popping up?
Yeah, I don't know. Colin hasn't been home for a while, so.
I thought Jackson was the one running it.
He's busy, too.
Doing what?
He just bought a house.
Oh, okay, good for him.
He's a
Cool.
teacher. He's not doing anything right now.
Oh, yeah, he's farming right now.
He farms too, eh?
Yeah.
Cool.
Or for a guy, so.
Yeah.
I thought he works at Jag in the summer.
No, he started farming instead.
Oh, I
Why
see.
would you quit your dream job?
What's your dream job?
Working at Jag.
Oh, yeah. Why would you quit
What?
that X?
You leave me here in the dirt with the dogs.
But okay, episode 75. What are we gonna do next week? Maybe recap,
Yeah.
hair scramble,
Or re-raceable.
rereadable.
Yeah, re-readable.
I wonder how we could work this. It is a good idea. Because they like Brody. I told you about. I listened to these Pulpamex re-raceables. Okay, and all they do is they go back and watch on YouTube like
Ryan Dungey, James Stewart race.
yeah,
Like that.
Yeah.
07 is it 07 or 06 Millville? Ricky Carmichael lapped the whole field.
Yep, I remember. I remember watching that when I was
Mutter.
6 years old.
So like they'll just go through and watch it, and then they'll give Ricky Carmichael a call and see what he remembers about the race day. But like we'll just read, and we're not very good readers.
No, Kyle's gonna have to be the one reading it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
If I'm the best reader.
You're the best reader. You're the best reader. 100%.
I forget
no.
what my GPA was in high school, but it was not good. Pretty sure I squeaked by like all D minuses.
Really?
Yeah.
I had my senior year. I only had 2 classes because I'd done all the credits needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did too.
Freshman, junior, sophomore, or
Sophomore,
junior. So it come into senior year, I had 5 hours of work experience. I shit you not. So I showed up to school for the last 2 hours of the day for intro to agriculture and building trades for the first semester. Second semester, all I had was building trades. That after that year, the school changed how they did work experience. They said,
Screwed it out of me.
screwed it up for everybody. They're like, no, we're limiting this to 2 hours a day. now."
Yeah. I had a lot of gym classes my senior year and welding and wood shop, and
That's where I wish I would have done that.
they had some pretty cool engineering classes that I was in.
Oh.
I learned quite a bit. I think I got a C+ in that.
Learned a lot. C+.
That's where I wish I
Building
would
stuff on the computer.
Yeah, like CAD
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
Kind of like that. And then like we could use the CNC machine and stuff like that.
So that's what I asked Joe Wood and Alex Atine were talking about CAD designs and whatnot. And I told them, I said, the one thing that's probably different from my field of work to your guys is I said that I've never sent or received a work email.
Me either.
Yeah.
And they're like Joe said, he's like, I bet you 100 a week or something. He said,
no,
but yeah,
I don't want to do that.
Where I was working for my father-in-law and a big farmer for that senior year. But like looking back on it, I wish I would have just stuck around the school and just done all them fun gym classes. And
I passed work experience with a D-.
Who were you working for?
You fucking suck at working.
Broughton's,
Oh, Broughton's Repair?
Yeah. I worked there since I was 11 or 12.
Kyle Carburetor.
That's where it all comes from.
Yeah. Kyle Carburetor.
Yeah.
Okay, that is going to be somewhat of our next limited edition shirt idea. Okay?
All of our shirts are going to be about Kyle from here on out.
That's hot sellers.
Hot sellers.
No, something something cartoonized of Gunny Jack Stand and Brody
Kyle Carburetor, Brody Bolt.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We have to make Brody have tattoos of lightning bolts in it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, we could try to do something like that.
And with my bald head and then the lightning bolts on the side shaved into my hair.
No, you somehow get a reflection off the ball.
A lightning bolt like bouncing off of it.
That'd be perfect. Yeah. Brody Bolt is just Brody standing there.
Just
and then
lightning.
a lightning bolt coming through him.
Yeah.
That would be pimp.
Getting struck by lightning.
Just like the Metallica record, that's got the lightning on it. Ride the Lightning. Yeah, but it's just Brody instead of an electric chair.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
That'd be pimp.
So yeah, what else? We got Brady Deerdahl coming up. We're getting him in here or going over there for 77 because that's his number. And then we got Rewadina coming up. I've talked to Dylan Stevens, trying to fit him in. Oh, one thing.
There's some interesting stuff on on that 500 one that he got second.
Yeah. Yep. No, Ree was good in the day.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we'll do a re-raceable or a re-readable with
Ree.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try to say that.
Re-readable with Ree.
Well, yeah, we should be going pretty consistent here for the rest of the year. So we took the week off. It was Mother's Day. Mm-hmm. We took that Mother's Day weekend off, and then sadly on that following Monday, my wife's mom Renee Baki had passed away. 4-year battle with early onset Alzheimer's. So then we took that following week off. The following week was Memorial Day, and then last week. So it should be
Consistent now.
Yeah, have life kind of back to normal. Mm-hmm. Thanks to everybody that I didn't post that on the Arlo page at all. It was on my just personal page. Thanks to all the condolences. I appreciate it. Mandy did too. Ree coming up, Dylan Stevens, Brady Deerdahl, whatever else we got going on. Kyle, that's Brody's little
don't look at my tools.
Socket set.
Yeah, the one with the broken ratchet.
Yeah, that is about as Harbor Freight as it gets.
That's not even Harbor Freight.
That is Harbor Freight.
Brody went to Harbor Freight like 6 times because there was a girl that worked there one time, and he kept going back to try to see her.
I'm pretty sure she was an aberration. She doesn't even exist. She doesn't work there anymore. She wasn't even real. I don't know.
Maybe
you're in my line of work. There's not a lot of chicks.
Yeah, I believe you. Yes.
Our line of work.
Yeah.
Well, now that the Roseau girls know they've been around, been around you in person, maybe Emily and Harley could maybe try to find somebody for you.
Why do we got to talk about this?
Yeah. We don't know.
It's so funny. Look how ready he gets.
This is not what the podcast is for. This is not at all what the podcast is for.
You said it was brought up to you at the bar last weekend on how your date went.
Yes, yeah. And I instantly said, this is exactly why I didn't want to talk about this on the podcast.
Oh, bro, we got to do a bet here. I watched Tires last night, season 2 come out. And they had a game of pig.
Yeah.
The loser wears a wig.
A wig.
Brody with a wig on would be so funny. We're gonna do a bet. Loser has to wear a wig for 3 episodes.
Oh my gosh. 3? Even just 1. Even 1 would be a lot.
I'm buying a wig, so like we gotta get use out of
Get
it.
use out of it.
Or make you wear that mask, your freaking sleep token mask. Wear it.
That would just be, he'd enjoy that.
I would like that.
That
Yeah.
wouldn't even be a punishment to
Yeah,
him.
no, that would just be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, me and Kyle are Polaris teammates
Yep.
going into 26 here.
So that'll be the bet for Heydays, our trade up challenge. The one who ends up with the best, the worst trade up, then that's the punishment. You got to wear a wig for 3 episodes.
Okay.
You with the wig on would be pretty funny too.
Depends on what kind of wig it would be.
Just a nasty long black hair one. That would be pimp.
Like a
You
kid,
can't wear a hat. So, yeah.
like a kid going through like a 08 emo phase or
Yeah,
something.
with the bangs, bro. Yeah, with the bangs. Or like, yeah, you have to wear mascara for an episode.
We're not doing that.
That would be funny. Loser has to wear mascara.
Oh, bro.
And then eyeliner. Do full makeup.
No.
Yeah, do full makeup.
No, we're not doing full makeup.
That would be funny. Manny could come over and do one of our makeups.
Gosh.
That would be hilarious. What
Brody-
tone are you?
Please, God, no.
Brody,
The whitest they got.
Is their vampire dead?
Brody, one podcast to touch on here before we go.
Oh, yeah.
Of Joe Rogan.
Yes. The mentalist.
You listen to every episode. I listened to
Yes.
I'm kind of spotty.
Yeah.
But he had Oz Perlman on 2332. Mm-hmm. He's a mentalist, Kyle. So
he reads people.
It reads people and it's educated guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. But
It's straight up magic. It's
it
straight
was,
up wizard.
That's what
Wizard.
clutching is just educated guess.
so this guy could probably tell you what clutching you need to run in your sled.
Just by looking at you and asking you questions.
Yeah. It was unreal. He walked in and he gave Joe Rogan an envelope, okay, right at the start of the episode. And he said, "We'll just say
this, yeah.
we'll just
Watch
save
it.
that.
It's freaking mind blowing.
Save that to the end of the episode." And then they go on this whole long bit at the end of the episode and they open up the envelope and it's like I've never heard Joe Rogan be that speechless.
Yeah.
Of just not knowing even what to say.
What was it? Was it like everything they talked about or something?
It was
They did 3 things where
Well, we don't
they
wanna-
flipped a coin.
what if we don't want to spoil it?
Well, they did 3 things, and that envelope had the correct answers of what Joe said already in the envelope. He already knew what Joe was going to get and answer and say.
Huh?
And it was in the envelope, and then it was even a stapled piece of paper that was stapled shut in the envelope.
So it's some David Blaine shit going
Oh
on.
yeah, 100%
It was-
David Blaine
yeah.
shit.
And then they had, he said, text. He had a stack of all of like 50 comedians. He said, "Here, go through the stack, pick one name." Okay, and then text that guy. What was his first crush? And then what was his...
That dude knew it?
Yeah, that dude guessed it and got it right.
Get her name. And then he got that name right. And all
Just
that,
from a couple questions over text message.
through Joe Rogan.
I'm going to turn this on in the car.
Yeah.
It was... Joe Rogan has gotten kind of just political, talking about the same stuff over and over again. Okay?
Yeah.
This was like one of his best episodes.
That guy was insane. Mind blowing.
So if anybody's bored, listen, like you ran out of podcasts, throw that one on. You'll be thoroughly entertained.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Fucking look it up.
Shoptalk Podcast here, episode 75.
I don't know how he did it. He's a magician.
We should get him on here.
We should, yeah. Oh, God. Imagine him sitting down in front of us. He would read all of us like a book. It would be wild.
It'd be like, Gunnar, you're thinking of a number between 1 and 100. Is it 56?
It's 56.
Oh, Jesus. You got me. Shout out Woody's Traction. Shout out VS3 Suspension. If you or your small business would like to sponsor the Shoptalk podcast, don't be afraid to contact us. Smash that like and subscribe button. We appreciate it. When Kyle starts the CK Speed Shop Facebook page, be sure to give that a like and a follow.
Look out for our new read-along, rereadables.
Rereadables. Re-Wadena, re-readables.
We'll get Ree in here to rereadable with us.
Anywho.
All right, thank you. Come again.
See ya.